Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are Signal
Morning.
Centre talking ball. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. Good morning, gents.
Morning,
Good
morning,
morning, all.
morning.
All good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely
think
stuff.
so.
Forgive
Good.
the mouth moving. I've just stuffed my last piece of toast in.
Oh, okay, nice and prepared,
Sorry about that.
like that. So
It's not
yeah,
fun.
we're new look for today. I feel like I'm on the Sky Sports News Centre today with all this scrolling ticker across the bottom. Looking good, eh?
Definitely makes me feel a bit more professional.
Okay, so welcome to those who haven't seen this before. Hopefully, we're streaming to a few more people today. We're pumping it out to some various locations. We are Signal Centre, and each day we do a little market roundup. We run through some charts, and we play some trades live and exclusive on our morning calls. Every day we take a gun to the head challenge, so we have to pick a chart right here and now and make a prediction, which will be closed out at 9 o'clock this evening. So quickly going to have a look at what we did yesterday, and I'm going to start off by sharing my screen here. This is the trades that we made yesterday. So I went long of the FTSE, Steve went long of gold, and Ian went long of short of Aussie yen. So you guys were unfortunately stopped out yesterday. Steve, you were
No,
unlucky
can't have
on your
been.
one.
I know. Low in gold was what, 1698? 1698.9 or
Something like
something.
that. You was about 1.5 ticks or so before
Oh,
it then rallied, unfortunately.
yeah.
But that's the
Annoying.
game, I guess. FTSE was the winner on the day. That continued to squeeze higher, having broken above resistance. People continuing to try and get short on that, I think. So being squeezed out, and that was seen across the board on the equity markets yesterday. So it was a
Idiot.
1.7R win.
So you saved our R, Joe.
Saved our R.
Literally.
So this is the overall standings. We've
Without the A and the S in it.
posted a number of trades since the 31st of October last year, and this is the current standings. So collectively, based on a £1,000 account, risking 1% on each trade that we place, we are making 80.73% across 117 episodes. So pretty good value for money if you're paying
Lovely.
anything.
No, I'm
which
going
you're
to say it's free, so
Yeah, so it's
very
fantastic.
good value for money.
Indeed. Okay, so has anybody got any ideas that they don't want to have a look at?
Yeah,
Any
I'll go first
idea?
if you like.
Any idea what you're doing?
I'll have a
Got it.
little go. This is the
You've got the
basket,
screen.
New Zealand basket. So we've got up here. It was something that Joe, I wouldn't say invented, but brought our attention to some time ago. So we take loads of different currency pairs, these all being New Zealand based, and then we put them into a basket. And what I look for is previous highs and previous lows, not in short time frames, sort of going back to sort of weekly charts and monthly charts and daily charts. So trying to highlight previous support and resistance levels. And what we see a lot of the time is that these single currencies, because it is a single currency, will bounce off these support or resistance. So here we've got some resistance on the New Zealand dollar, and we are starting to move to the downside. If I go to this chart, this highlights this move lower already this morning. We've got bespoke resistance located at 61.62. It's a weekly resistance level. I don't think we're going to make it. So I don't think we're going to get triggered on our day trade. If we go back here, and I said, sorry, gone a bit too far. This black line is previous resistance, and you do have to go back quite a long way, so I probably won't bother. Where has it gone, actually?
We got to find it now.
Yeah, just here. So
9.
Just made it up somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there. But they do work, these previous support and resistance levels, even if you go back a long way. So let's just refresh that to get it back up. So I'm going for a move to the downside. 50% fib here, so we did push past that. I'm going to stop waffling because otherwise I'm going to miss my
Entry.
It's been a hell of a move in the New Zealand dollar, New Zealand currencies.
Yeah,
They do
New
look a
Zealand
bit,
Swiss
overdone.
is up against the resistance level as well. Input, so 61.20. I've got to get the stop above our resistance level, which is 61.70, which is not going to be particularly great risk reward. And then I was looking for the 59, the figure. It's not too bad, 4.4, but I doubt we'll see that today. How many hours? 12 hours. You've got to have some decent downside movement. So that's me. I don't do anything from there. You have to do it yourself, don't you, Joe? To get rid of my screen.
Steve, do you want to go? Do you want me to have a crack?
You have a crack, mate.
Okay, let's have a quick look at indices first. So let's cover the indices, just have a quick roundup on those, what they were doing yesterday and what they're doing today. So this is the FTSE, big squeeze high yesterday, as you can see on that candle. I'd imagine there was a few stop losses that were flushed out on that move there. Continued to push up, a little bit of retracement in the early hours, but then another push higher into the open this morning. But we're giving quite a bit of it back already. So essentially just a corrective move down. I'm looking to buy at 6020 on the intraday analysis today. Looking for a similar setup on the DAX. Big push up yesterday. Looking for a retracement back, around about 50% of that swing move higher that we saw that started around about the 24th of April. So that's my outlook on those two. From a gun to the head perspective and what I'll be looking at today, I like what Ian was saying with regards to these risk currencies, New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar. Look as though they could be stalling a little bit, certainly from a momentum perspective. This is sterling New Zealand dollar, which could be breaking out of an ending wedge on the intraday charts. This is a 60-minute chart, and I noticed that Aussie was doing the same. Euro was looking quite good for a move higher, but I'm going to stick with sterling actually, because that's
a lot of risk on euro today, isn't it? Barrage of figures from
data out.
Eurozone.
So I'm going to buy that for a breakout of this wedge. It hasn't quite confirmed. We've got 6 minutes to hold on, which I'm hopeful that we will. I'm going to target a move. Let's see. Let's try target a fib move. So 50% of that move higher. Lovely. Okay, so buying at 2.0331. Stop loss at, get it up on the screen there. Stop loss at 20271 and a target of 0498 on that. So that's a risk reward of 2.86.
Good luck.
That comes in. We shall see.
Excellent.
Okay, Steve, you got the screen.
No, not that screen. That's got all my holy grail on it. No, okay, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm just looking through really what on the equity markets a little bit. What you're saying, there's a little bit of a pullback here. This triggered our Nikkei long. We're hoping for it to sort of stall here and carry on higher. And I look at commodities again today. Look at crude oil. We've had a nice continuation of the push higher. So there's a little bit of, is it sanity coming back to the oil market? I don't know.
Maybe.
Sanity. Maybe the real sane thing is to accept that it's worth nothing. I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of people in America digging holes at the moment to stick it in.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I put a liner in and Bob's your uncle.
An oil pond in your garden.
Yeah, why not? You can use it. You can hand it down to your sort of great-great-grandchildren who will have no use for it either. So let's. I can see there's this nice little AB equals CD formation. The target for that is 2246. Obviously, if you look back at the, this is the weekly chart. You've still got this big, massive gap here. This doesn't show the move to zero that we had last month, but this one does. This chart here shows you quite clearly what happened last month. It went to naught. So copper having a nice little rally higher as well. I'm looking really as well at the Ichimoku cloud. There's a little bit of resistance here on the 4-hour chart on oil, but I do believe if we break above this psychological $20 level, we should see it push a little bit higher than that. A few stops flushed out, people trying desperately to get on the move that happened last month, the move to zero. Whether it happened again, I'm not sure. So I'm looking a little bit looking at, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do gold or silver today. This is what I looked at yesterday. We were buying dips. I was really unlucky, I feel, getting stopped out at 16.99. Just touched it and then pushed higher towards the close. I think this reaction from this upward trending support line is pretty good, pretty positive. So I think we're going to make another move higher towards the 1640 level. But I'm really looking to buy a pullback in that. On the silver, we've got this nice symmetrical triangle, and we're broken higher. I mean, on an hourly chart, you could say maybe that's not an upward trending support line because it's only 2 points. But if I break it down to a half-hour chart, I might get that support line that I need. So I'm not going to mess about. So I'm a little bit stuck because everything feels that it's right in the middle. I'm waiting for that
good
pullback.
move, isn't it?
Yeah, Bitcoin, great
20%
move.
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, just as a pure punt. So do not copy this trade. Yeah, this I would sell this here. There's this indecisive candle here. It's had a really strong move, and this is an hourly chart. So
it's tracking stocks a lot at the moment, isn't it? So if you do get that pullback in indices.
So yeah, I'm only looking for a short move. So
he's going for it.
I am going for it. Why not?
Go big. Go 10R.
No, don't be silly. 11's a good round number.
Take Joe in one swoop.
Yeah, I'll look at getting in here at 91.96. That's what he's trading at the moment. Targeting 5,000. 50,000 points. And I'm looking at how many ticks it says. So 93.46 is my stop. I'm getting short here at 91.96. The target is 86.96. Crap trade idea. Sorry about that. It's usually a lot better than that, but come to the head. Come to the head challenge.
Well, this will be the one that works.
I was going to say, I bet that's the winner of the day.
I thought you guys laughed and said, no, it's not normally better than that. But yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Take it away. I don't like looking at it.
Okay. Get rid of that then. Okay, now we're going to round up with some news. So bullish sentiment pretty much across the board yesterday, certainly on stocks. That was transferred into the Asian markets overnight, with stocks in Japan and Australia leading the push higher. This was after the positive results from Gilead Sciences and their latest remdesivir trial. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Well done.
No, you didn't, but we'll let you off.
Okay, so latest drug trial. There's been some positive results. Also, yesterday's FOMC meeting provided some further boost to sentiment. Mr. Powell continuing to lay out extremely accommodative environment for the economy, pushing towards further growth and already ballooning the balance sheet, as we know. Predictably, this did provide quite a decent boost for gold, which is continuing into the European session today. No changes on policy. I don't think we expected anything there, did we?
No.
Tech had a good day yesterday. Big tech companies. Facebook, Microsoft.
Facebook reported yesterday, didn't they? I haven't seen any of the numbers.
Yeah, and Tesla as well. He even had a little rant afterwards, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was saying about the lockdown. He wasn't happy with it, was he?
No, wants everyone back at work. He's going to start buying his cars. Or his batteries, I should say. It's more about the battery, isn't it?
How's Sweden doing on that front then? Because Sweden didn't lock down at all. Well, they locked down the old.
They did the.
I think they're doing herd mentality.
Herd immunity.
Yeah, but I think it's like at the end of this week, it'll be they expect Stockholm to be 65% infected, and which will be the target for the herd immunity. So whether it's reached that number or not, I don't know. Everyone's got a bit quiet. So the news doesn't like reporting nice stories, do they? That that worked. So
I like your dog in the background. Looks like you're going to start humping that
green
sheet.
I think he's about to jump on the back of my chair.
You spotted the toast.
On that, we had the numbers included for the care homes for the first time today in the UK, and that put a big old jump on the figure. It was up to 26,000, I think I saw.
From what? What was it before that?
Yeah, I think there was 4,500 deaths or something like that was in care homes alone, which hadn't
Wow.
previously been reported, and now they will be added to the total each day. We were
Right.
supposed to be at 100,000 tests today as well, according to Matt Hancock, but I think we're about half of that. So
Yeah, we're well behind, I think.
a few broken promises there. So yeah, concerns that UK are going to continue to lag behind Europe in seeing the economic recovery, which sapped a bit of support for sterling yesterday. It was less buoyant than other risk-sensitive currencies.
Hmm.
Oil price advanced strongly on hopes that US fuel demand was stabilising, as Steve touched upon, so potentially some slowdown in the volatility in oil potentially. Data-wise, though, there's quite a bit out from what I've seen. So we've got the ECB rate decision at 12:45. No changes in policy expected, although further commentary on the outlook and further possible actions will be of note. We've got the jobless claims at 1:30. They've obviously been a big a watched figure over the last few weeks. Claims expected to be 3.68 million for the previous week.
Going in the right direction.
Yeah, 3.68 million. Chicago PMI at 245. That's expected to fall to 38 from 47.8.
We've got loads from the Eurozone. Got German unemployment first thing this morning. It might be out already.
55, yeah, it's already out.
We've
Anything
got
on that, Steve? What's the number on that?
We've got CPI, inflation. We could go into deflation, and then we've got GDP figure as well. So we've got lots from the Eurozone. Let's have a look. What was
Unemployment
Germany?
from Germany was 373,000.
Much worse than expected.
Expected 74,000.
Yeah.
Where did they get that
Unemployment
number
rate 5.8, up from 5.2.
from? Okay.
Not very good, is it?
No.
Lazy, isn't it?
Only
Very lazy.
300,000 out.
Yeah.
Royal Dutch Shell had earnings today.
Royal Dutch Shell have cut its dividend for the first time in 80 years.
Wow.
And suspended the next tranche of its share buyback program on Thursday, following the collapse in global oil demand due to the coronavirus pandemic. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think so. BP didn't cut theirs yesterday, though.
Oh, that's a bit greedy, isn't it? Greedy.
Yeah, possibly.
Smash and grab. Get out while it's warm.
Corporate news today from the US. We've got McDonald's, Twitter, Apple, Amazon, and Gilead all announcing their latest earnings today.
McDonald's and KFC are opening back up, aren't they, for takeaways soon?
More importantly, yeah. Thank God for that.
Food.
I saw a great advert from Domino's. Did you see it? It showed them actually how they hardly handle the pizza in the making and delivering process. Really sort of actually filled you with a bit of confidence. But for all those people who are worried about going out and getting takeaways and stuff like that, it was like only a 30-second advert, but it showed you how it goes from being made to being delivered, and the lack of human contact now. So that was quite an incentive to order one of the big.
The boys had one the other day, and it was only about 20 minutes. I thought you'd be looking at 2 hours like you are for an Indian meal or whatever.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's in your area, mate.
20 minutes to the door.
We don't make 2 hours down here, son. Not when you say it's Steve-O. That's sort of like straight on it.
Straight round.
Yeah, normal shipping order.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a bit of Smithy out of what's it called? The program.
Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey. It's like 2 chicken naan, 2 naan boona, 2 prawn boona. And I'm not sharing it either. Sod that. We're not sharing. And it's not this. Although it looks like a very Irish top, it's not a green top. It's like it's actually.
Have you got the green screen setting on?
Oh.
Because I think Cameron just walked past the screen. They're like he had a green shirt on as well. Looked like you all turned up in uniform to work in your office today.
Hold on.
And that trophy in the back is
there
green.
you go.
There you go.
Now everything's blue.
Yeah, it's all blue. Wait, it's more of a teal, I think. Apparently, I was told.
Okay.
And the teal was more expensive than the blue.
Okay, let's wrap it up today then, shall we, gents?
Yeah,
well
okay.
Okay, nicely done. Enjoy the rest of your day and good luck with your calls.
Cheers.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
later.
Bye.